Hey everybody, welcome to Flex Friday. I'm here in my new fitness clinic waiting for the internet company to come in and set up my internet. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to record this video for Flex Friday. So let's talk about flexing the muscle, right? Most people, when it comes to New Year's resolutions and trying to get in shape, they don't have a problem exercising. They'll get in there, they'll put in the hours and the time and the effort working out. And many of them actually work out properly, but there's a lot that don't. But they still get frustrated because they're not seeing the results that they want. And that's because, honestly, and they know it, but they might not quite understand to what degree they know it, it's their nutrition. Okay, remember my story about how I reached my pinnacle of overweightness in, what was it, spring of 2017. And I said, okay, I'm changing this. I'm just going to go do 2-a-day workouts, and I'm going to just try to eat a little healthier than what I've been eating, maybe a little bit less in calories, and just work out twice a day. So I did that, and in May, I lost 12 pounds, and then in June and July, I lost like another 3, and then gained 2 or 3 back, so that by the end of July, I'd only lost like a total of 12 pounds, right? And at that point in time, I was starting to feel exhausted, okay? I was wearing out. I was putting in the miles at the time. I was doing a lot of mountain biking, road biking, walking, exercising in the fitness center with the weights, and I was spending all this time working out, but I was feeling worn out, and the weight wasn't going anywhere. And my knees are starting to hurt, and my joints are starting to hurt. And I was like, this is not good. I can't maintain this, so something's got to give. Now, I was also I'd been researching quite a bit on nutrition topics and trends, and I'd heard for years that grain was something that we shouldn't eat, but I never believed it. I thought, no, grain is fine, especially wheat. Wheat's good for us, and there's moderation, of course. And so I wouldn't give it up. But that year, 2017, I had done so much research and was hearing so many things that I thought, okay, I'm going to lower my carbs quite a bit, specifically from grains. And the other thing I learned was that I needed to eat more saturated fat, which I was like, no, you can't have saturated fat. Saturated fat's bad. So I said, okay. And I said a prayer. I said, God, I'm going to stop eating grains, which I thought was good for me. And I'm going to start eating saturated fat, which I thought was bad for me. I'm just doing this as a test. God, I'm not trying to go against thee and thy will. I'm just experimenting on things that I'm learning. And if this is right, please teach me and show me that it's right, at least for me, right? So that's what I did. The first week, I cut all grains. I think I had maybe 3 slices of Ezekiel bread. That's the sprouted grain bread that week, as opposed to regular bread. And and I was a big cookie guy. I still am. And so I swapped out the wheat flour, the white and the whole wheat flour, for almond flour. And then I raised my fat up quite a bit. I was eating a whole bunch of butter. I was eating a whole bunch of coconut oil. And I was eating a lot of avocados, right? And I was having bacon. And within that first week, I kid you not, I lost 4 pounds in that first week. And then for the next, from that point, from the first weekend of August until Christmas Eve, I lost about 60 pounds. Okay? And it was at an average of 1 to 4 pounds a week. Usually it was, in the higher end there. And I was actually working out less too. Okay, I stopped doing 2-a-days, and I did weights. Like I did a leg day weight on Wednesdays, upper body pushing weight day on Wednesdays, and upper body pulling weight day on Fridays. And then on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I went for walks or bike rides. And I would go on long walks. My average walks are about 60 to 75 minutes, but sometimes they were 90 minutes to 2 hours long. And I enjoyed those, and I did that for a whole year. Now, once I reached my ideal weight, at Christmas Eve, about 224, That's what it was, I think. I kept eating the same way that I had started eating, and my weight just maintained. I didn't gain, didn't lose, I just maintained. But I was pain-free. I was enjoying my workouts. I was having more energy for the workouts, and I was just amazed. So, for me, that was God telling me, Adam, you are right in your research, in your understanding of the research that you've read and experiments on yourself and that you've seen others go through, that you don't need to have that much grain, if any at all. And you do need to have plenty of fat, especially saturated fat. And there's plenty of other people out there, you guys. This is not just me. I had to experiment on myself to see how it affected me before I would really start to believe it and research it more. But there's thousands of people, thousands, that are doing this. That are ditching grains either completely or minimizing them quite a bit and raising their fat up significantly. And they're losing weight. Now, there comes a point in time when you do have to start keeping track of the calories, yes. But initially, I didn't even keep track of the calories. Now I'm at the point where I do need to watch the calories because I've got that energy balance properly set up. But that's the subject for another day. But let me just say this. Carbs, especially grains, elicit or cause a major insulin response in your body. Insulin is a very powerful fat, protein, and carb storing hormone. So whenever you eat grain or any kind of a food that elicits quite an insulin response like grain, you will go right into fat burning or fat storing mode. So any carbs that you eat, if there's no room in your body to store those carbs as a form of glycogen because your glycogen storehouses are full, it'll be turned to fat right away. And when you eat fat, there is no insulin response. And so the fat that you eat, your body will use it for the fuel that it needs to eat that day. Or if you eat too much of it, then it'll store some for a later day when you need it. But there's no insulin response, so you can get away with a little bit more calories initially by going high fat, low carb, and not seeing a fat storing response, right? But when you get closer to your ideal weight, then you need to be more mindful of the calories. But for right now, I'm telling you, lower your carbs, specifically those grains, and also I would add fruit smoothies, kind of a lot of sugar, and raise your fats and keep your protein normal, like your nominal amount of protein. So that'll work for you. It worked for me. It's worked for thousands of other people. I kid you not. Come and see me. I'll explain it to you, tailored to you, because that's a general rule for everybody. But you need to have it tailored to you to this degree. You need to have it tailored to you to this degree. And this person needs to have it tailored to them to that degree. Everyone's a little bit different on those macro ranges and amounts and totals and the variety of the foods and everything. But lower your carbs, raise your fat, keep a normal amount of protein for you, which I will help you figure it out. And kid you not, you will start losing that excess fat and working out less and feeling great. All right, sorry, this is a long video. I know I'm excited about this stuff. I'm passionate about this. It's really exciting. I've seen this positively affect other people that I'm close to and those that I just work with and that are acquaintances with. It's phenomenal. So anyway, in the meantime, live leaner, stronger, happier. Look me up at rightfitnessandnutrition.com or Facebook, Right Fitness and Nutrition, to find out more. Bye.